So I had a pretty rude comment on one of my shorts. The guy said, "I'm obviously not an artist if I don't understand the concept that I was talking about." Which I was talking about AI art, whatever. He's right. But then out of nowhere, he adds at the end, he says, "Oh, and that haircut doesn't suit you." Hair shaming me out of nowhere. Part of me was like, "You think I'm ugly?" Like, or whatever. "You think my hair looks stupid?" But then I started thinking about it. I was like, so is he actively thinking of a haircut that would suit me? Because now I want to know, what was he thinking? What kind of haircut? Did he think I should have a mohawk? He obviously had an idea, like, I see your face, I see your head shape, and that haircut is not what I would have chosen for you. I apologize to him for my ignorance and my appearance. You should use AI to generate some hairstyles. And I'm going to just Photoshop them all over my head. I'm going to send it to him. I'm going to be like, all right, choose. They did a study where they wanted to test, like, what's the healthiest alcohol? So the test had gin, vodka, whiskey, rum. They ran it through a few types of tests. Caloric count, and they did, sugar content, the whole nutritional portion. But then they also did this test where they took big ice cubes that were covered in bacteria, and they put in a little glass, and then they poured the alcohol over the ice cube, and they left it. And then when they came back the next day, they tested the amount of bacteria that was left in the cup. What ended up happening is all the liquors had basically the same amount of bacteria left, except for whiskey. The whiskey actually killed all the bacteria. They noted about 1,000 other things why whiskey's really good for you. So it's really good for me. This is why I'll live forever, and you'll all die because you're drinking vodka. This is Orbem. Orbem Explorer. This is the video game. So this is based off of my book series. You can check out the series. Orbem is book 1, Miropelia is book 2, and I'm working on book 3 right now. It's a sci-fi fantasy crossover novel. A lot of hard science, a lot of explanation, scientific stuff, a lot of programmy stuff. But then it's in a fantasy universe, so you get elves, you get magic, you get every animal humanoid that you could want. And I'm making the video game based off of the story. So I have a basis for the entire video game. I have my universe to use, which is cool. All right, but what are we doing? Yo ho ho! What is up? Happy Tuesday. Worst day of the week. What up, Dak dude? It is I, Orbem. Orbem of the Order. The Order of Orbem, it is I. Me is I. I is me. Don't forget it. Don't remember it. Whatever that means. Alright. Get this show on the road, eh? Hey! How's it going, bud? You already got your stream avatar going? Real pro. Impressive. Before. No. No coming back. Nice. You claimed it? Awesome. I didn't have my headphones in, so I didn't hear. I'm sorry. But I am proud of you. That is fantastic. I think I can move this. Nah, I don't want it to get in the way. I was going to move the keyboard in front of me, but... What up? How's everything going? As you have seen, because you guys are always very attentive on the game development Discord channel, I have been doing a little bit of work today on the game. I just couldn't leave it alone, and I had a little bit of time, so I posted some updates, and I will show you those updates live. As you can see, there is a brand new little Unicode, and this is purely in dev mode. This has nothing to do with the normal game. Only I can see it. and it's what we're going to be working on today. I already did some really cool things, as I showed you in the videos. I did get trigger dragging and repositioning working. That's working. I also added this really nice list here on the left. These are the items and explainer signs and stuff like that on the page. And this list will update depending on what area in the game you are in. And I still need to add more to the list because there are things I'm going to want to be able to find. But what it does is brings my main character to that item a couple 100 pixels away from it. So like if I wanted to edit the plant right now, but I don't know where it is, then all I have to do is click the plant button. And, well, you see I ran into a thing. And then it'll highlight the plant and take me to it. So now if I wanted to update the position, I just click and drag and let go. And now when I refresh, the plant, if I'm logged in, will be in that position. That might not have worked because oh, god damn it. Come on, buddy. There we go. Yes. Okay, well the plant did get updated either way. So yeah, now the plant's in the right position. And everything that you see that is slightly blue, low opacity blue, is a invisible trigger. So I can move this trigger, which triggers the explainer pop-up, let go, and now it'll be there. Same with areas. So if I need to change where an area trigger is, move it back, you know, whatever, that takes you to another place. Click and drag, let go, and it's done. Fucking magic, dude. This is going to revolutionize the game level building experience. And that's not it. We have more. Dev mode has just been upgraded by 200%. And this is what we're going to work on today and try to finish up, because I got it started but I didn't have time to finish it. This new little symbol here is the items menu. So I can add a new area point, which is an item, a character, a cutscene, an enemy, a weapon, a blah 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 blah. Any of these post types I can add new. We pickled balls. Nice. That's what you do in pickleball. So if you click on, and any of these that I click on will pull in the custom fields that I have defined for them in the actual editor. Hey, thanks for streaming. What's the main advantage of working in WordPress? Nothing as anything, other than that it's my marketing website. So basically I get to utilize all the same users that sign up for, let's say, to buy something from the store or for the newsletter list. They're all connected to the game user accounts as well. Vice versa, if you sign up to play the game, which I make it really easy, if you just go to Orbem.games. If you just go to Orbem.games and you want to play the game live, you can sign in with Google. So if you sign in with Google, like I'm doing now, I think I can do it like this. Do I have a key set for this? So if you sign in with Google, it creates an account in my WordPress site. Okay? And now I'm signed in. So now I can contact people for marketing, I can keep track of their gameplay, upsell, talk about the book series, and all this gets saved to their user data. Makes sense. You're also thinking that WordPress is so popular that it would work well with AI, though. I haven't tried. Yeah, well, WordPress has any... there's a lot of like AI website builders now. I mean, GoDaddy has one. And I think WordPress has its own as well. I think WordPress.com created their own for creating quick websites. And you can link all your WordPress plugins. Yeah. Yeah, and the fact that I built this into a plugin means that the game engine is going to bring people to my website so they can see example of the game that the game engine can build, and therefore more people will sign up, more chances to get them on the subscription list, upsell them the book series, get them interested in the products and the shop and you know, the product line of Orbem order and the whole shebang. It's all a very thin but connected web of random shit that I am accomplishing under the brand name Orbem order. If you write any code, then Claude could help. What does that even mean as anything? Who cares? I already know how to program, so yes, AI can help you code. But I don't need help. I do need some help, but I don't let AI code most of my shit. I do use it as references so I don't have to Google things. I mean, I have ChatGPT open right now, and I literally just used it for quick PHP questions, like how do I call a function from one class to another? And I forgot that you could actually define the class using new. Little shit like that, you know? Yeah, it writes all your code. Yeah, be careful. There's a difference between being self-taught and being AI assisted. Okay? There is a way to be self-taught using AI. Okay? This is a very important distinction, and this could actually revolutionize the way that you learn going forward. Okay? Don't copy and paste everything that the code that the AI system spits out. Don't do that. And if it's built into your IDE, stop using it in your IDE. Start using ChatGPT or an equivalent, DeepSeek or whatever. Don't copy, I mean. Read it, type everything out that it told you. Major difference. You could literally copy from it and type exactly what you see. But do not copy and paste. Type it out. This makes a massive difference in your understanding of how the code works. Because when you copy a giant code chunk and paste it, you don't even pay attention to the code. You copy, paste, check that it works. Look at it. Type it out. I don't even care if you understand the code 100%. But when you type it out, you are seeing every line of it. You are seeing the way it's structured. You're seeing what you're typing, the variable names. I mean, and you don't have to type all the comments, obviously, that it gives you. Do that. That'll help you be more self-taught. But honestly, you're better off teaching yourself just looking up how to do what you want to do and not saying, hey, write me a big chunk of code that will make my character walk in a circle. But you can look up, hey, how do I trigger an element to move using a key input and then make it work? You know, challenge yourself, even if it's with AI. And I'm not just talking to you. I'm streaming, so I'm talking to everybody about this. This is not just directed at you, but I want everybody to understand that self-taught developers are going away. So there's a way that we can continue to exist and utilize AI to help. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, the more you understand the way your code works, the more you understand why it's wrong, and the more you understand how to make it better. without any help. So, you know, if you see something redundant, you'll see it when you type it out. Like, why am I... That variable is not even being used. I mean, your IDE could tell you that, but like a lot of times that shit happens. There's hallucinations in the code, and it leaves something that it thought you wanted in there, but had nothing to do with the actual function. Random shit like that. It's trying to help you. Let it help you. Don't let it write your code. Oh, I needed that. All right, here we go. Fucking fat fingers. Almost. We'll get there. I'm going to play it perfectly one night. And when that happens, I'm going to clip the video and I'm going to say first try. Okay. Here we go. So, what is all this magic that I'm doing? This is the fucking dev mode, dude. As soon as I get adding new items working, I'm going to push all this up to production and I'm going to build levels like fucking, I don't know, like Bunny. Fast like Bunny. But don't forget about the sponsor of today's video, Flex Keys. Oh wait, maybe I should do a different one. Orbem.shop. This is brought to you by the light switch plate shelf. Ooh. You need more shit on your walls, but you don't want to put another hole in your wall. Get the light switch plate shelf. This is kind of hard to say. Maybe I should actually rename it. It comes in, well, it comes in more colors than this. And it also comes in one switch as well. And it comes in paddle switches. But I haven't posted this all yet. But that doesn't matter. It's only $8.99. Holy shit. You like blue on your walls? Maybe white? Maybe black. Get yours now. And watch me print it. Live. Right now. Anyways, back to this. So I did get the actual click event working. Okay? It's pulling in all the custom fields that I have registered for the class. Now, yeah, live print. In case you haven't noticed, we have a little printer. You see right above my head, right there, on the right? That's my printer. So, whenever somebody orders something, I live print the product right here. And then, yeah, can ship it. And you can see it live. Now compatible with WooPay. Orbem Shop is not responsible for any type of... Yes, correct. I am not responsible. And in fact, if I'm the one that stole your credit card information, still not responsible. I promise not to use it for anything weird. Only awesome shit. Yeah. And so all of these work, and they pull in the general and the new shit. Now, the only problem is I don't have a submit button. I also need to wire up the media library. which I do not have working right now. So all these like upload, select, remove shit, this doesn't do anything. I need to get it working on the front end so I can actually upload images from the media library straight into this field. I'm going to start doing that first. And then I need to enable feature image, because feature image is going to be what a lot of these items are using. And then last but not least, I need to get the category selector for area and character, probably. Those will probably be the most important ones. Yeah. Because basically all I'm doing, I created a new restaurant in dev mode, and it pulls the meta box function, the same one that I use to actually build the meta boxes, into the editor. I use it here, and I just pull the HTML to the front end. All it really needs to do is I just need a new restaurant that takes all the output from that and saves it to the post in which you are saving to. It'll create a post, save all the data, and then when you refresh, it'll create the post. Yeah, I haven't decided whether I want to like make it auto refresh or if I should actually like just put it out client side. Honestly, it'd be a lot easier if I just refreshed the page and you continued every time you add a new item. That way it's like, you know, I don't have to create it twice, basically, like I have to do with everything else. Get your flex keys today. I just thought about it too. You could get each flex key in a different color too. You don't even have to get the same color keys. 1 second over. Alright, here we go. The song, yeah, Black and Yellow was a person. Yikes. No comment. That was savage. Today's sponsor is the Harmonian Chronicles. Okay, anyways. Right. So, let's get... So all we have to do is basically enqueue the same shit that I'm doing in the editor. I need to enqueue it on the front end. When I'm logged in. So actually, let's go to my explore class. This image upload. Nope. Upload HTML. No, I need the actual. Oh, that's right. That would be in the plugin class. Right here. So enqueue media. So I need to do that. And in fact, I need to enqueue both of these. And looky here. I can actually do that from right here. Didn't watch that one though. 50 cent, 50 yen. I did watch that. Yeah, no, there's a lot of intense jokes. So here's what we're going to do. If true equals is admin or current user can manage options. Sure. See if that works. That way it'll, it'll queue in an admin, or if it's me, an admin that's logged in. And let's see what happens on the front end. It might explode for all I know. Alright, so far so good. Let's check the sources and make sure we're actually getting the scripts we need. This would come from the includes JavaScript. Yep, media model, media editor. Okay. jQuery. Fuck you. Okay, it's only when you're logged in. Alright, and now we go boop. We go boop. And let's see if the select button works. It doesn't. Plugins, game assets, dist. Okay. We need to enqueue this. Why is this not enqueuing? That's weird. Hold up. Why is that not working? Dist.js. It's right here. Oh, it's SRC. Yeah, it's right here. This is a call to... Oh, that's why. Look at this fucking idiot. Get template directory UI. Why am I using that? I feel like I'm using that for a reason, but hold on. This dir URL. That's a theme. I don't care about that. Oh, there we go. Well, where's all the other ones? Oh, it's probably console error? Not found. What's not found? Oh. Wait, what the fuck? Why are the other ones that were supposed to be in queue not in queuing now? The Explorer image. Oh. Wait, what? Oh shit. Hold on. Why are these coming from different folders? Hold up. Why are you coming from different folders? Alright, Dak dude. Thanks for jumping on, man. I'll catch you in the next one. No. Plugins. Yes. Yes. Okay, there we go. Now they're all coming from the same place. That was weird. Alright, now it should work, as far as I'm concerned. Alright. And go. Go. Okay. We might need to change the way this works. Oh, shit. Yeah, I get it. These don't exist yet. That's a problem. So in fact, I have to re-engage all this logic when I pull it in. Well, there is one way around that. Basically, I run this on an interval until something is found. So I do this, basically. Upload image buttons equals you. Okay. If blah 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 blah, then I do this. Alright, same thing here. I do const remove image buttons equals jo. If remove image buttons, yeah. Fuck yeah. And then we need to do this. Alright. And then I need to put this shit in an interval. And when this is found, clear the interval. So we'll do this. Const. Media. Image upload. Interval. Set interval function. And we'll call this whatever. Every half a second. And then it'll run through everything once. And then once it's found, I can clear the interval. Yeah. We'll do it like this. Clear interval. There we go. Ooh. And so this shouldn't really affect the way that the admin version works too, which is good. All right, let's go. Now let's see if this works. Will this twerk? Will this not twerk? That is the question. Go. Go. So now it should see it, and it should stop the interval. Ta-da! Yes. Go ahead. Call me a genius. We'll upload. Let's see if this works. I don't even know if this will work. Fucking genius, dude. Fuck you. Everybody. Just kidding. Okay. So I've thought about this. I don't think I want to bring in the actual feature image field. There's no reason. I just need a field that will take its place. So I can build that when this shit comes out. When this shit comes out. So when I do this, the inner HTML, I can actually add another piece to it like this. Input type tag shit. I want this to be an upload as well. I guess I could do that. Like this. Where am I doing that? No, 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 no. Yes, no. No, no, no. Okay, not here. We'll do it in the actual function. We'll do it here. Okay. So this, if post type is being called, then I know that this is being called from the front end. Meaning, no. Yes. No. Yes. Right. Yeah, the callback function. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, blop, blop. So, false. Yeah, yeah, we can do this here. Front end equals false does not equal post type. Okay. Front end equals true. Then I want to do this. And then in the meta box, I want to add a feature image field. So let's go to the meta box. Meta box. So now what we need to do is somehow add, probably in the same place that there's this H2. No, no, no. Just right at the top, maybe. Yeah, maybe just add a random feature image field. If true equals front end. And if, then we're going to add a new field. And this will be an upload field, which we can call using this. Oh no, we can call using this. Yes, this is what I meant. You. Let's do this. All right. Right here. Right. Do I need to echo it? Maybe. And then the key, we don't care. So this is the name basically. And this will be featured image. The key will be featured image. Because whatever I'm sending it to, I'll just grab the same name. It doesn't matter. And I don't care about the value. So it'll be empty. And let's use explore. Ta-da. Okay. Let's see if that works. Now every post type that I pull fields from, I should also be pulling a new custom field just for this called feature image. Ta-da! And it works. Thank you, programming. In fact, we've been doing a lot of good work. I think we deserve some fireworks. Yeah! What was I doing? Ingenious. And look, the remove works too. This is glorious. Okay. Now, just like the feature image, I need to add a submit button. At the bottom. Oops, shit. Button. Type. I could put submit, but I don't want to do that. So let's just do ID, submit, new, whatever. Alright. Let's double check this now. Should be on the front end. Whoop. And at the bottom, we have a submit button. Cool EO. I think we're about ready. So now I need to create the hand fart. Now I need to create the custom REST route, and that custom REST route will accept all these fields and do all that shit about creating new posts. We're very close. This is actually extremely complicated, but I've done a lot of legwork to make most of this functionality easy to program. But if someone just asked you, hey, here's what I need. The front end of your WordPress website. I need you to pull custom fields from the editor for your posts. And I need you to create an endpoint where you can submit those and create a new post. Not easy. If you start from scratch. Just getting REST routes to work in general on the front end of a website is not easy. And then on top of that, registering it correctly, using fetch, blah, 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 blah. The only thing I still need to do, though, is I really want to pull the taxonomies as well. Because submitting all this info without actually assigning it to a location... Actually, I just thought about that. I can assign it to the location that it's coming from. Genius. I'm going to do that. Because obviously you're adding the item in this area. So I can do that. Now, if it's a cutscene, that's a little different. Because a cutscene requires a person from the person taxonomy. But I am thinking about not doing it that way. No, you gotta do it that way. Maybe, I don't know. We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, because next area positions, where you start in the next area after the cutscene. We got your trigger. Dop a doop dop. You got your music. Uh-oh. That didn't work. Ah. I didn't think about that. If you go to click a new one. Okay. So we have to actually restart every time you click a new one. We have to restart the interval that checks for this. Can you do that? How do you reset an interval? I forget how to do that. Restart an interval that was cleared. Oh, I think you have to define a function. Right, stop interval, restart. Clears it, and then start, yeah. It's just putting the interval into a function. Right. I guess that's not the worst thing in the world. So we can do function. Init image upload. And then basically I can just call it on first load. Init image upload. And then if I clear it, blah. But now I need the functionality. If we fuck around, find out, then we need to recall this function. Now this is in dev mode, so I don't know if I'll have access to it, but I should. So let's try. Bop bop bop. So this would be in the logic I just added. Yeah, the whole new field shit. So this, in fact, if I do it this way, I don't need an interval. I can just do this, blop, blop. If function exists. How you do that? Oh, type of. Is that it? Type of yeah, I don't know how to do this. Hold on. Check if function exists. Type of function. Okay. And it's just the name of it. Type of blah equals function. Alright. Then we'll do that. Perfectos. Right? Wait, am I doing this wrong? No? Looks right. Oh, function. My bad. No? Oh, type of is not a capital. Error. Okay. So then I can actually go here and get rid of the whole interval bullshit. We don't need that at all. Because now I'll just init this function every time I add new fields. So let's do that. Cool. Go. Yeah, right. So if I do this, not working. Starting to think init, init image upload is not a function. Why? Should be function. Oh, that's because it's probably getting minified. Shite. That means I need to remove the gulp function bullshit. Hold on. I can actually do that. It's in here. The JS. So you can make it so it doesn't remove the function names. Add logic to gulp file to stop from changing function names on JS. Compile. Mangle. What am I using? I'm using Babel. It doesn't remove function names by default, but explicitly keep. Yeah, this is what I needed. I think I remember that. Keep FM names. Go. What? Maybe you meant I did. Oh. So... No? Don't do this? Isn't that exactly what I'm doing? This is what I'm doing. Or maybe I'm not. Alright, whatever. I thought I was doing that. Alright, let's see if it works now. Init image. There we go. It is there now. So now this should work. Pop. Stop. 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 It's not working. Shit. Let's try it. Not defined. Oh. Well, let's find out why. Image upload. Init image upload. Right fucking here, eh? Uh-huh. So you're here, but you're not really here. Is that what I'm hearing? What the fuck? I wonder if this is even an issue in the first place. I think I was just assuming. Let's check. That number should change. 74. This is definitely not minified. I guess that's fine. Okay. Definitely not working. Why? Maybe it needs to be outside of this document load. That's possible. Oh, shit. So let's define the function outside. Go. Yeah, okay. Now let's see if it works. Image. Oh. Init. Image upload. Aha! There we go. Yep, that was it. Let's see if it works now. Bop. Stop. It does. See if we can go to another one. Bop. Stop. It does. Fantabulous. Genius. Okay. Well, that being said, we need to get the submit button working. Is not defined. What? What happened? Oh, clear interval. Shit, I gotta get rid of that. Where am I doing that? Oh, I'm still doing it here. Mobbard. Okay. So let's go back to the dev mode. We need to add a new click event for the const submit new item equals document dot query select. I guess I could just do get element by ID. And I added what? Submit new. Oh, close. So, if submit new, then we're going to add a click event. Correct. And this click event, you see, is going to call a fetch. Just like this. What a coinky dink. Yes, I definitely should eventually write a util that calls fetch to make these restaurant calls. But I'll be honest, not a massive fan of oversimplifying code like that. Because I've definitely seen in plenty of code bases where like they create a whole API helper where it's like you call API functions like they're magic. You just kind of put a name in. or some fields, and then you really can't troubleshoot what's actually going on, especially if you try to generalize the error responses and stuff. So I kind of like having all these fetches sitting around, but you know, it is a lot of code. We'll see. So this one is going to be instead of get new fields, is going to be add new. Just add new. And we're going to have to create a whole buttload of shit. So, first off, post type is going to be important. And that's going to come from what? Am I defining that somewhere in here? I don't think I am. So I'm going to have to define which one I'm currently selected on. So let's do that. That's easy enough. Get new field. So on click of the item, we'll do... Oh, yeah, I have that. But I need to undo item dot add class, or class list dot add new engage. And I can also add a little styling so it's extra bold or turns yellow or some shit when you select it. So let's do that so it's more apparent what we're doing. Li here. Engage. Color blue. Yeah. That was JavaScript. And that's Sass. Cool. So now it'll have the engage class. So when I submit, I need to get the one with the engage class. And that'll be right here. Post type will come from here. So we'll do selected post type equals document query selector list, something list. What do I call it? I call it add new list. Add new list. li.engage. And post type equals select post type data set dot type. Yeah, you got it. I want to let post type equals nothing, man. Okay, great. So now we have the post type, and now we need all the data from all the form fields. So I would love to not have to do this one by one. If I could get all the input, these are all inputs, right? Except for the select. Yeah, and the radios. Yeah. I mean, I can make it like a real form submit and actually do a post call when you click it. All I would have to do is wrap this in a form and then have an event listener for on submit. That would be smart. Mostly because I don't know what the fields are going to be. So I'd like to just group them all together. Yeah. let's see if we could do that. So we got to go back to here. If front end, then we actually need to put form. Okay. Same thing here. We need to end with a form. And then this needs to be type submit. And then I need a listener for submit here. And then I'll call this with the data from the submit. So basically, I think I need to call the form now. Which, let's give it an ID actually. ID is new form, or add new form. Cool. Oh, shit, I forgot the method. Method post. And basically I can do add new form. And then on submit, let's get the data. For now, let me comment all this out and see what we get so we know what we're working with. E. We're going to do E prevent default, E stop propagation, because I don't want it to actually do anything like refresh the page. I just want to get the data from it. Yeah, stress out. I don't care about that. Yeah, okay. So, look at that, we're selected. Now let's submit. I think what's happening is the method post is fucking it up. So let's remove the method part. And try again. No, it doesn't care. What is it doing? How do you do this? Stop a form submission from refreshing the page and just console the form data values. That's what I'm doing. It's not working though. Oh yeah, the new form data is a good one. That's how you get the actual data. Let's double check. What am I doing wrong? Add new form. Oh. Duh. This form doesn't exist until it gets created. Okay, okay. So I was doing things right. But this is actually something I need to do. Is form the E prevent to? No, yeah, form is form. Okay. Submit new items. Yeah. Console value. All right. So we need to do the same thing. We need to put this in a function. The same way I did the other one. So let's do that. Function. Make new form sub. That's fine. Perfecto mundos. Did I spell value wrong? Oh, values. And then on the actual... Where's the image upload? Okay. Submit. Make new form submit, yeah. It's more like a knit the form submit, but whatever. Yo! How's it going? Shazai Bakram. Welcome to the WordPress party. Well, at least a WordPress game engine party. Alright, let's try the form submit now and see if we get what we want. Go. Well, it didn't submit. Aha, look at that. Right there. This is what we want. So now we're getting all of the form values. And all we have to do is submit this. So let's undo the bullshit I just commented out. And values will now be values. So values equals values. Or well, whatever. Shorthand. Cool. So now this will post. We got that. We don't... Oh yeah, we're doing that part. Cool. Grand, I say. And then the return data. I don't need to return data. Honestly, after this is successful, I need to refresh the page. So we'll just do... let's get rid of this whole then. We don't need it. Yes. Don't need that either. So instead of this, we're just going to do else window.reload. Cool. So now that this is going to reload, oh shit. All we have to worry about is the rest route that I'm going to create right now. So add new. This is going to go inside of the dev mode class. Let's do that real quick. That's the get new field. Let's do the what do you mean import? It's already there. It's right there. Fuck you talking about? Yeah. Wait. Wait, this is the game engine. This is inside of the namespace. Alright, fuck you. Okay, so this is add new whatever. Just add new. Because it could be anything. Let's get this new restaurant going. We're gonna do add new. And what did I call it? I think I just called it add new. I did. Grand, everybody, grand. And this is create new whatever. All right, so in this function, we have our request body, blah, blah, blah. And then we're going to get type for post type. And then we're going to get, yeah, this is post values, basically, which is going to be an array, which I cannot validate properly. Whatever, for now, this is fine. And we don't need to return anything. Unless it fails. So, now this is where we need to actually create the shit. So, there are a couple ways to do this. There is WP create post. Is it just create post? Or is it insert post? Yeah, WP insert post. Which you basically put the post field array in, blah, blah, blah. The output of this is the either it fails or it gives you the ID of the post. So all I need to do at first is create. Oh, I need a new field for title. I didn't think about that. Hold on, I gotta add that. So the array is going to be post type, and then post title. I'm going to pass that and post title. Yeah, which will be like this. Okay. So this will create an ID. And then I get the fun times of actually submitting all the data, the values, as post meta. So in order to do that correctly, let me double check what that... Okay, so it's giving me all the field names, which is great. Because then all I have to do is loop through this, parse WP JSON decode. JSON encode or decode? JSON decode will give me an associative array. I will do if post values true equals is array. Yeah. False equals empty post values. And okay. Oh, I need to check that post ID is not an error. False equals is WP error. This will tell me if this is an error, like it failed. Okay. Else WP send JSON error. Create failed. Awesome. Grand. Yes, I know. Now what we'll do is for each post values value, we'll do update post meta, post ID, key, value. Well, no. Yes. Key, value. And it should be just that. Honestly. And then when I refresh the page, it should exist. That's just how easy it is. There's a lot going on here, though. First off, I need to send the title. So that means I need to add that as a field. Same way I did it. Where did I do it? Metabox? Metabox. Right. So we have form, we have an upload feature image field, and we need a title field. So input type text. Placeholder. Enter title. Title. ID title. Sure. It's not a label, just so we know. Do I already know the post type? No, I don't think so. I should. Should I know the post type? I know this. Whatever. Title. We'll go to generic. Okay. So. Title is post title. This should work. Let's try it. Oh, feature image. Featured image. I need to capture that during post creation. And how do I upload a feature image programmatically? I know that's not easy to do. Shite. I know there's a function for it though. Upload feature image programmatically by post ID. It's just, yeah, it's a sideload shit. I don't want to do any of this. Do I really need to do that? No. Alright, well, let's see what we got here. Add new. We'll also need to update that. And upload featured image. And that will be post values. I'll have to delete this too. Featured image. So I should probably do this first so that I can delete that value. Delete. Upload. Post values featured image. I think that's how you do it, right? No? Oh. This is an array, right? Was it unset? Yeah, right. That should work. So now, upload feature image. Public function. Upload featured image. Post ID. Oh. I need the URL. URL. And then what was I gonna do? In here. Do I really have to require this shit? That's kind of annoying. Upload. Stupid mic. Okay. Upload featured image. There we go. What am I missing? Did I fuck up? Oh. Whoops. This should be inside here. My bad, you're part of the crew. Okay, perfect. I know I haven't been adding any dot comments. I'm going to do that later once I get this working. So this is URL. This is post ID. Oh, whoops. ID. This is not JavaScript. And this should be it, I guess. Because it's doing the sideload image shit. It's just checking for an error. And I'm guessing all this is required to do that. Sideload image needs that. Alright, let's try it. This could either work first try or be a colossal failure.
and cause a lot of troubleshooting. I think it's going to work. Let's do a point because that's a little bit easier. So we'll create a new plant 2. And then the feature image. Let's do like the broken plant as the feature image. We don't need any of this, any of this. Let's do a 2000 to start. Do 100 by 100. And this is just a starting point. We'll give you 2 points. No. Interacted. Oh, nice. So the interacted will be when you punch it, it gets fixed. How about that? Disappear, yes. No. And interaction type. Breakable. Where's the whole disappear? Oh, sorry, I already did that. Passable, yes. Oh yeah, I have a new foreground field too. All right. No. That should be it. So now when I click submit, it's going to call the new thing with all the values and refresh the page. I kind of wish I did not add the refresh yet. Well, let's see if this works. Go. Could have worked. But I refreshed the page, so. Let's see. Disappear now. 100, interacted, breakable, plant 2's title, feature image is great. I mean, all of this is, it looks correct. So, ooh. I think the arrays are going to have a hard time saving that way. Because I just need this. And the value needs to have the array in it. Alright, I'm going to have to remember that for the arrays. Yeah. No, maybe not. No, probably. Yeah. Okay. Well, if I click continue and there's a new plant in here, then it definitely worked. I just don't think some of these array values, which I don't think any of these actually apply to the plant, so it should be okay. All right, here we go. There's the not broken plant. Well, we know it didn't work because it would show up in the list. So, my guess is I want to get rid of the refresh logic so I can actually see what's happening. It obviously didn't throw an error. So something happened. I just don't know. You know what? Let's go here. It's possible it was created and never published. Because I think insert doesn't publish it. Oh, I didn't add the publish status. Let's check if it just exists as an item. Okay. I think this is the item. And it was just created. And it's broken. Probably because of everything I uploaded. Alright, well, it didn't get a title, so we know it failed. Yeah, let's trash this. Alright, let's jump through the actual dev mode function. So what did I do here? So we got the request body, we got all the values, JSON decoded them, insert post. We got title, post type, post status equals publish. So I want it to be published. Obviously it didn't get an error. And something happened. I mean, it definitely got to the post meta. I think it's erroring out because of those array values. And it's the meta boxes that are screwing up. But I wonder. No. Hold up. Does that account for images that are already in the media library? No. So, okay, so that's like... Okay, so maybe I can just get an existing one then. And instead of putting the URL... Oh, well, I can do that here. Let's actually do that, because I'm going to need that. So yeah, I think it's better to set it and assume this isn't a new upload, because I can upload it from the media library on the front end too. So, public function, get attachment by URL, which is what I'm going to need. And then we can just set it. So I can get rid of this whole side load shit, which is great, because I did not want to do that. So upload feature image instead is going to be attachment equals this get, wait, what? Where did that function go? I deleted the wrong function. I meant to just delete this one. Alright. So now it's this get attachment by URL, which we will. And I think this is going to give me the attachment. Yeah, not just the ID. Or it is the GUID. Post type is that. Select ID. Oh, it is just giving me the ID. Nice. That'll work. And then we'll do that. Beautiful. Correct. Alright, we're almost there. So yeah, let's figure out why or where this is failing. Yeah, it should work fine, I think. Alright, let's try it again. And this time I won't refresh, so I can probably get better data from the submit. So new one. Let's do plant 2. Feature image is going to be the broken plant. We're gonna do 2000, 2000, 100, 100. Now we don't need to do most of these. It'll show up in the list. Oh, that's right. It won't show up in the list until I assign it to the area. So I'm gonna just have to check if it created it. So yeah, whatever. I won't do the rest of this shit. I just need to see if this works. And go. Whoops. Looks like I forgot to remove the refresh. Well, let's see if it worked. No response, obviously, because it refreshed. Okay, go. Did it again. Alright, yeah, let's fix the whole data array shit. So this is come out as an array. Post values, boop. So I'm gonna do this. If key. So yeah, I wonder how this works. Because the key has an array value. So I wonder if that's going to work at all. Var dump key. I am interested in how this is going to work. Let's see if we can get that in a response now that it's not refreshing. Plant 2. So an array would be like drag dest, right? Whatever, it'll submit something. So let's clear this and submit. Okay. Create failed. Nice. And it looks like payload looks good. Interesting. So that means that this was called, meaning this was wrong. Okay, so that means that this shit got fucked up. Post status, publish. Post array. What's WP error mean? Optional, whether to return an error on failure. Default is false. Oh shit, I want to do true. It looks like it worked, so. That means either this was empty or this was not an array. Wait, is it value or values? Oh shit, it's values. I had it wrong. Well, that should help now. And then what's the other thing it does? Fire after hooks. Optional, whether to fire the after insert hooks. Yeah, sure. Okay. Let's try this now. Because I am interested if var dump, if this key, if when I convert it to an array, if because the key has an array in it, does that turn it into an array? I wonder if they know. When I JSON decode this in PHP request value, will it make the keys with an array, or will those remain the key value, the key name when looping? It automatically parses them into nested arrays. Oh, okay. So when I JSON decode, oh no, see, it has it in here. Oh. If you're sending JSON down with those keys manually via fetch, yeah. I am doing the via fetch. Then it will be a string. So is there a way for me to send them not in an array? I don't think so. Because I'm using new form. I'm using and sending with a fetch. Narrow way to parse the keys to be in that proper format. Keys bracket, like some keys stay flat, so you'll need to manually parse them into nested. Right. I need a fucking function. Awesome. Okay. So I need another function to parse this shit. Glad to see you again. Hey, Yumi Heart. Just working on some dev mode stuff for the game, so it makes it easier for me to create. Right now I'm doing a front end new item creator so that I can create new items in the game on the front end, and then basically be able to move them around and stuff. I already have an item selector, so if I'm not near the item, I can click on it and it'll take me there to the item, and that way I can now click and drag and move items, and when I let go it sets the position in the meta, so I don't have to manually type in the coordinates anymore. Massive. And the next quantum leap is going to be this, so I'm working on this right now. We already have the media library coming to the front end, so I can, you know, select stuff. All this is coming from yeah, so I can build out all the items on the map. I can build new areas too, because when you build out a new area, it shows up here. I also made everything that's hidden, like triggers, I made them low opacity blue when you're in dev mode, so that I can actually control where the triggers are just by dragging them around. Oh shit. I just sent myself to a new area. Yeah, I also forgot. I need to make myself into God mode as well. So, you know, where basically I can walk through walls and stuff. Right now I cannot do that yet. So, but I need a new function to parse the values that I'm sending in the submit to make them an array. Because right now they're being sent as a string and that will not upload properly. So let's create a new function that I just copied. And this is going to parse out all the keys, the form data that I send. And it's going to change everything that's nested in the keys into nested objects. No, the collision points are still built the same way. Yeah. No, because the collision points are based off of the map image. But when I create a new area, I can upload the map image now here instead of having to go and do that. I still need to make it in Illustrator and stuff like that. But I can create items on the map that have collision points, obviously. So I mean, I can make blockades. That's not a problem. But yeah, I'm basically making everything on the front end, so I don't have to go in, check the post, very visual. I'm trying to make a visual thing. Well, I guess this should work. I'm not really good at regex, but apparently what this is doing, it's taking any class names that have the brackets in it, and then it's going to turn those into sub objects. So we'll see. It might not work that easily. So let's do... How is it telling me to implement it or use it? Oh, just the form data itself. Oh, okay. So not even doing this. Mm-hmm. So then values is going to be... this. And this will take the form data. Alright. Form data. Let's see. So I already registered all the rest routes. That will handle the submissions. I have the submission event. And these are pulling the meta boxes from the actual meta box function that I created to add all these custom fields. So it should be a one-to-one every time I want to add a new one. And now it comes down to, can I properly create something? JavaScript or PHP? No. I think they're pretty equal. Problem is, there's just PHP. I mean, there's like Laravel and there's different like ways to use PHP, but at the end of the day, PHP is PHP. JavaScript, unless you're just trying to learn vanilla JavaScript, if that's what you're talking about. But there's a million JavaScript frameworks out there now, so it's hard. But yeah, I don't know. I think PHP and vanilla JavaScript are very similar in use, functionality. There's a lot of one-to-ones. Yeah, there's a lot of one-to-ones. Functionality-wise, they like have similar, and PHP as it gets newer and newer versions keeps taking on new JavaScript functionalities that you can do in the DOM. I mean, if you're not just using DOM doc already. So yeah, I don't think it's about what's harder. I think it's about what do you need? What do you need? You saw Netflix got rid of React and they used JS Vanilla. Really? Got rid of React. On the client side. Are they using the browser-based transition, built-in transition shit now? Server-side rendering approach combined with static HTML. And leverage server-rendered HTML with inline JavaScript to handle required blah, blah, blah. It sounds like Astro, actually. Is that what they're using? Is Netflix using Astro? Yes. I was right. Wow. No, wait. Never mind. It's the wrong Astro. Chill. Well, Astro is a framework basically. It's pretty new-ish. I mean, they've been developing it for a little while, but like the concept is new. It basically gets rid of all external files. No file calls. Everything's inline. So like inlines all the JavaScript and it inlines all the styles, and it's supposed to make your whatever it loads super fast. And they recreated like Spotify using Astro with zero JavaScript load at all. Like it's all inline. And they act like no, nothing. It's just inline JavaScript. Astro framework. Oh, they do use like web technologies like React, but no. So this must be old. Yeah, I'd look into Astro. It's very interesting. And I think it has its places for sure. I don't know about performance-wise. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you have a very JavaScript-heavy platform, that's a lot of inline JavaScript. But if you have simple shit, like your site is, it doesn't require, like, this game is all JavaScript. It'd be very hard to inline everything. Not hard, but it would be a lot of lines added to the DOM load. So, I don't know if it could benefit from that, but... Oops, I meant to do this. Point. Oh, I forgot that needs to not be blue anymore. Okay. Plant 2. Feature image. Broken plant. Okay. Here we go. Let's try this again. Submit. Oh, okay. Well, at least it failed now. And it's not silently working. Critical error. Oh, here we go. JSON decode argument 1 must be type of string. Wait, what? So this is not a string. It's coming in as... what? Payload? It's coming in as an object? I mean, isn't this coming in as a string? What are they doing? Using a WordPress REST route. And I just want to see what you're doing on the return. REST route params. Oh, so they're not parsing it at all. Oh, am I already parsing it? Is that why? Oh, that's right. I'm already JSON decoding this. I'm an idiot. I thought it was coming in as a string. So it is already coming in as an array, I think. Alright. Cool. In that case, let's try this out. Go here. Point. Plant 2. Select broken plant image. And now submit. There we go. Now, did it actually work, or is it pretending to work? Success is true. Okay. Here is the all-important test. It did not work. Awesome. Yep. So let's see. Is it the same plugin? Yeah, well, it's my plugin. Let's see here. What are we getting for this new post? I am very interested. Wait, what? Newest ID? So this is publish. This is explore point. Okay, so these are it. So it looks like the post type is correct. It does not have a title, which is great. Let's see if the post meta got added. Oh, look. The title's getting added as post meta. Well, at least it came in properly. And look, it has all the values. Fantastic. And then it looks like it has a thumbnail too. Okay. I think we're really close. I think the problem is... I don't know. Is that it doesn't have a post title? Why is the title not coming in? So we got the post title. Post title. Post title. getting post title on creation. Hold on. It does. I am. Yeah, I think the problem here is my loop on the value. Wait, it's coming in as values. Oh, I'm an idiot. I thought I was passing it as title, but it's one of the values. Yeah, duh, dude. Okay, hold on. Let me fix this. Yeah, title is not a thing. It's just values and type. So post title is actually values title. Right. Oh, post values. And post type is post type, publish is publish. Okay. So this is now correct, but I need to also unset the post title. All right, let's try this. This might actually work. I think the problem is it doesn't have a title, so it doesn't have a slug. That's why everything's kind of getting screwed up. Let's try again. All right. I have a good feeling about this one. Now, I'm not done after this works. Next, what we're going to have to do is get the taxonomies pulling into the front end so I can select those as well. Which I think I can do a better way. Not actually pulling the taxonomies, but using a drop down with a loop of them and have it be like a selector. That would be much better than actually using the taxonomies themselves, which is good. But you can still define them in the editor. All right, let's try it again. Ready, set, submit. 200. Good. Hey, McDap. How do you know what the typical salary is for a mid-level WordPress developer working with WordPress core and creating plugins, etc.? What do you mean by working with the WordPress core? You mean like actually doing some hardcore programming, custom themes, custom plugins, that kind of stuff? Depends on your area. Where are you at, McDap? Are we talking California salary? Are we talking about Michigan salary? Are we talking about Mexico salary? Or are we talking about Brazil salary? I know them all, so tell me which one you want. I have been in this industry a very long time. Peru. 900 what? I don't know the... Can you put that into USD? Yearly salary? And in Peru, you probably don't do yearly salary either, right? You're talking about like monthly? What are we talking about? Because depending on the company you're working for, like I could talk about, let's just say Mexico. I know Peru is not Mexico, but they were also talking about Brazil, and in the same breath talking about Costa Rica. Looking at 40K USD salary. That's yearly. Every year, all of your pay amounts to 40,000 for a full-time starting position at a US company. That's what you're looking at. Anything less and it's like illegal, basically. But these are US companies. All right, let's see if it worked. Yay! We have plant 2. That's pretty cool. Let's see if the feature image actually worked. Error. We have an error. What is the error? Yeah, no problem. And if you're looking to find a position in the US, I can't suggest, you know, LinkedIn enough. Obviously, you can get connected with US companies very easily through Upwork. You know, that's where you can really find one to start working with on a contracting level, and immediately you could definitely take on full-time roles with them eventually, which is your best bet if you're trying to get in quick and early. But yeah, the rest is applying to as many companies as you can on LinkedIn. And it's really good to have a resume. So if you've never worked for a company before, definitely start doing Upwork, Craigslist, Fiverr. Start working for companies. Start adding those companies to your resume as places you have worked. And, you know, hopefully these projects last for a while, because that's what's really important for getting a full-time job. They want to know that you could work at the same place for more than a year. And they want to know that your manager has been working for you for a while, or the client, and they could actually speak on your behalf. That's very important. Otherwise, they won't even look. There's too many candidates out there that have actual full-time employment experience, unless they're very desperate, and then you're not making any money. Alright, give me the error. Why are you erroring? Here's my die. Critical error! Fuck you, tell me the real issue. That doesn't help me at all. Here we go, table. Illegal offset in is set or empty. Line 413. 413. Class metabox? Wait, what? Yeah, but make sure to subscribe or follow. I give constant advice. You can ask me any questions, and definitely join the Discord, because that is where you can talk to me when I'm not streaming. And sometimes I post jobs there. So if there's no need for more of an incentive. Okay. So obviously post type is not coming in. Wait, why did I default it to nothing? I did default it to nothing. Oh, okay, well. If does not equal post type. And there we go. That should fix it. What? How are you still broken? What the fuck else is broken? What else is broken? The same thing? Illegal offset type is a... What are you talking about? I just fixed that. 413. Oh. Okay. Post type specific? Is that what I call it? Yeah, I guess that is what I call it. Why is it illegal? Oh, what am I passing? I guess that would be... Maybe I'm passing something illegal. Illegal offset type. I don't get it. Oh, I'm sending a post object. Ripsh. I think I fucked up this right here. That's why. You. Yeah, the post type call. Post type is post type. If false does not equal post type, then use post type. Otherwise, use post type. What? Is this coming out as the post object? Why? Explore point. Oh, dev mode. Well, this is passing the post type though, right? Type. Yeah. Okay, so it must be the other one then. What am I doing here? Post types. Oh. Okay. Wait, what? I'm passing post types. No, I'm not passing that. Yeah, I'm just calling this. So wait, where the fuck is it getting that from? It seems like it's getting the post object. Wait, what am I getting? Object. WP post. 14. Yeah, it's getting the post object for something. How is that coming in as post type? Doesn't make any sense. That's for save meta. Yeah, how is this coming in as a post object? Because I'm definitely not sending it. Post type. Yeah, post object here. This is annoying. Doesn't make any sense. Post type is coming in as the post object. Oh, I think that's how it works actually. I think it comes in as post when you're first doing it. Interesting. So it wouldn't be false. Well, I definitely don't need post then if post type is coming in as a... So false does not equal this. Then it's the front end, which is wrong, actually. So it's more like if false... Yeah, so there is... I think this is what's happening. Hold on, let me refresh. Yeah, I think this is coming in as the post. Like that's the shit. So if false equals front end, no. If string is string, right? If is string, then it's the front end. Is string, then it's the front end. Otherwise, post type. Alright, let's try this. And in fact, let's change this to post. Get rid of that. And do this. That'll make more sense. Alright, let's try it now. Lara, she blows. Yay! The feature image did upload properly. Great. And we have title and feature image. Everything else should be false. Undefined array key. Explore timer. Yes, correct. I need to remove all those. Oh, wait. How did everything get saved? Oh, yeah. See, explore timer. Nice. Yeah. Because now everything's trying to pull incorrectly. Meaning, you know, number. That's correct, actually. Alright, I'm looking a lot of the time. Okay, well, whatever. First step. We got it uploading new items on submit. So I think we'll call it a night. This has been a grand old time. McDab, thank you so much for jumping on. Dak Dude, saw you earlier. Appreciate it. Yomi Heart, always a pleasure. Appreciate all the questions. And as anything, you a real one. Thank you for jumping on as well. Everybody watching in the future, please come by in person. I like to talk to people, and I want you to see the weird shit I'm doing. And everybody who is, you know, hasn't made it this far, then you're not hearing this. Everyone who has, you're awesome. Make sure to like, subscribe, follow everybody, and keep this going. And don't forget about our sponsors today. We have the Harmonian Chronicles. Buy the books. It's a really good story, and book 3 and 4 will be out in general sometime. And the series will be complete. But the game is based off of this book series, so, you know, play the game too. Orbem.games and shop at Orbem.shop. Get your flex keys today at flexkeys.shop. That is also a thing. And I will catch you tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody.